Hey guys, this is the Prince of Macedon, and I'm going to show you my two battles against Cpt.M.Albanese. This is our first battle. I command the Germans, and Cpt.M.Albanese commands the Japanese. Alright, so here you can see me blasting away at my opponent here. You missed 4 points scored by Cpt.M.Albanese, but for the most part, there was only 2 minutes of action in this entire battle, because I pushed forward as far as I could before I ran into a net of snipers. And at that point, I was contained in this little village here. So I'm going to try to come forward and try to break out of this sniper net. But as you can see, there's only like a minute left in this battle. There was very little action in this first encounter between us. But anyways, you can see the timer ticking down. I brought an artillery piece forward here, and I was going to use this to flush out his snipers. I wasn't sure where they were, so I was just going to start blasting into the bushes ahead of the town there. And here I'm using an AP round. I should have been using a high explosive round, but I wasn't thinking when I fought this battle. So here I am just blasting away. The good thing about artillery pieces is that they reload really fast. Like, look how fast I'm firing that gun. But there seems to be no luck with my artillery piece. I'm blasting away at positions where I suspect his guys might be, but I am coming out empty with my pack. Anyways, he's got a sniper and he's picking off the crew of my artillery piece. And with 14 seconds left, that is all the action you're going to see in the first battle. So with all those snipers, it was very tough. Like, I couldn't even find his guys. And finally one of his guys appears, and he won the first battle. Alright, so we played another match, and I'm going to show you the second battle here. It's the same situation. I'm the Germans, and he is the Japanese. This time the action started at around the 8th minute here, and I was better prepared to confront snipers for this one. I did better scouting. At the very beginning, I saw one of his officers right there. I saw him, and when he ducked down, I threw a grenade at him, and I blew up his officer. So going into the second battle against him, I was better prepared, at least mentally, to combat his snipers, because he had a lot of them in the last battle. Alright, so there's some red blips appearing on the minimap there. But once again, same situation. I took control of the village right away, but my opponent is sitting outside the village. But for this battle, it doesn't seem like he's using that many snipers. He's going more with the SMG squad, which is better, for me at least, because now I can fight a more conventional battle. And those guys firing in the back, like towards the top of the screen there, those are his Japanese soldiers. And we're having a shootout right now, and I am rolling up an artillery piece. And I'm going to try to blast those Japanese soldiers. And I'm gonna use my infantry to hold them back. But you just saw my artillery piece. It's getting rolled over there, as fast as it can be rolled up. All right, I'm making a stormtrooper unit here. Whenever I hear stormtroopers, I'm not too confident, because if you watch Star Wars, the stormtroopers get like owned like left and right. Okay. So there's my artillery piece. It's almost there, and I already have several targets in mind for our artillery. And I'm bringing up some more infantry here. This right here is an SMG squad. You can see I have an early lead against my opponent now. I have 18 points. He has 4 points. And right there are his Japanese guys. One of my dudes sniped him. You can see some of the dead bodies there. Actually, my sniper took out 2 of them. So his guys are pinned out right there in the open, and there's my sniper right there, right in the bushes. Okay, slowly but surely my artillery is making its way up there. And this is round 2 for my artillery. In the first round, he did very bad. Second round, he's off to a good start. He plucked one of the Japanese soldiers. Then he got 2 of them, 2 more. And my sniper just took out a soldier too. And once again, I'm using the AP round. This is before I discovered the joys of the high explosive round. And a high explosive round would be very good for shooting soft targets like infantry. Alright, one of my guys screamed for ammunition, but I don't think he's out of ammunition because we've only been exchanging fire for about 2 or 3 minutes. Alright, but I'm plucking away with my pack gun here. I'm doing pretty well with it. But I could be doing even better if I had my high explosives kicking in. And there's some more infantry of mine. I'm moving them up. Those are my stormtroopers. And hopefully they do not bite it like they do in Star Wars. Okay. So there's a red dot there on the minimap, and it's appearing towards the right of my town. I'm gonna move my infantry up there so they can see them better. Like, I'm gonna put them at the windows of that building, facing that side of the red dot. Alright, and now they are shooting. And there they are, there's some Japanese soldiers. They are running up to the fence. And my guy shot 2 of them down. Ooh, and he just wasted one of my dudes there. And there they are, there's the Japanese soldiers. Those are all SMG guys. And they get some very heavy firepower. But I still have my artillery piece back here. And I intend to use it. I'm gonna roll them up here. It's kind of a pain in terms of micromanagement using artillery, just because you have to limber, unlimber, fire, limber, unlimber, in order to get your artillery moving. I'm gonna get them ready, and bam! I just blasted a hole right into those Japanese soldiers there. And using my artillery as cover, I feel very confident of advancing my infantry forward here. And I want to get these guys closer so they can do battle with the Japanese. And there's a close-up of the Japanese right there. I shot one of their helmets off. Look at that. Look at that machine gun on him. And there's my Germans. Exchanging fire. Some of those guys were out in the open. They had no cover, so I'm going to run it behind this building. I'm going to leave them there until I can think of something else to do with them. And I'm going to move right there in front of that window. That way they can exchange fire with those Japanese. Or at least one of my guys can exchange fire with the Japanese. And I have some guys in this building too. So if my guy comes through that building, he's going to get whacked with a bunch of machine gun fire. And there's some SMG troops right here. And I want to move them to this building right here. And I want to start outflanking my opponent. Because I see a lot of his infantry just standing right there by the fence. So it seems easy to flank him there. But I have no idea what's on top of the village. So I will advance with caution. And there the Japanese have taken a commanding position on that fence. So I intended to outflank my opponent from the top of the village, but I see a better opportunity right here. I've got a sniper right here in the bushes, and you can see that whole line of Japanese soldiers right there on the fence. So I'm going to take my sniper out of hiding, or he's still hidden because he's crawling right now. And I'm going to get him behind that tractor right there. And he is going to keep an eye out. And further behind my sniper, I have a medium machine gunner right behind him. And I intend to bring up my machine gunner. My machine gunner is right behind my sniper. I'll show you here in a second. There's a close-up of my German sniper right there. And if some of you are interested in the German language, if you wanted to call a sniper in German, you would call him a Scharfschütze. And that's something I learned from playing Microsoft's Close Combat series, a very good tactical game, kind of like this. Alright, so here's my machine gunner. I'm taking him out of the bushes, and I intend to rake my opponent's Japanese line right there with flanking fire. I will make a slight tactical mistake right here with my machine gunner. I'm going to open fire prematurely before my guy gets into position, and by doing so, I alerted my opponent, and he's able to counter me. But it's only a slight tactical mistake, because I will get my machine gunner up there, and I will take down a lot of Japanese troops here. And you can see these guys charging forward right here, and they're going to try to throw their grenades. But as they come forward, they get gunned down by my nearby troops. But they did manage to throw a grenade, and there goes my machine gunner. Anyways, I did manage to win this battle, despite what my opponent was claiming afterwards. But I will say good game to my opponent anyways.